Hi, everybody. Did it not work?
It worked.
Okay, we'll just cut it. Ready? Hi, everybody. My name's Joe, and I'm a cardaholic. The comedy of errors continues. Right now, you don't know what I'm talking about because my son didn't hit play. I did a whole thing on everything that's been going wrong. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 6:44 p.m.
6:44. I was supposed to be live on YouTube at 6. YouTube said no. So then I was like, all right, I'll set up a little studio. Had my son help me out. And then he didn't hit record. So that's what you get for having a 9-year-old be your director. But hey, we'll get into it. So the main thing I want to do with this video is just talk about a couple of PC stuff I got. If you're following me on Instagram at Cards on Tap, you know, I tried to do a giveaway. Adds to the comedy part of this. Only a couple people said anything. Nobody got it right. The main thing was, hey, I was going to give away a Ronald Acuna rookie card if somebody guessed what my card was. And nobody guessed it, right? The people that did guess. But however, I still have that card and I still want to show people. So we'll just keep trying. My son, last week we were talking, he said he wanted to be a YouTuber one day. So I said, screw it. I'll be the one that dicks around and messes up a billion times so that his stuff can be cool one day. And that's where we're at. So before we get into it, shout out to these glasses. My wife bought some for herself, and I laughed at her. So she bought some for me. So now, when I go to the beach, I can fully show off my dad bod with these faux vipers. So, thanks, wife. But let's get into it. I already filmed it, so let's splice them together or whatever. Transition. All right, so like I said before, I'm trying to collect cards that I want to look at, that I want to keep. I mean, I don't really have a crazy PC or anything. There's not anybody, one specific person that I think I collect. I just have random things that I have interest in. And so these kind of show my interest. Now, I also do try to do the speculating, investing kind of thing, where every sports season, for every, everything but hockey, I try to pick who I think is going to win the MVP and who's going to have good seasons, whose cards can, just like everybody else, whose cards are going to go up in value. And the person I've mentioned before, and I've been buying up, that I was buying up, I might have to slow down because he's going bonkers with some walk-offs, but is some Aaron Judge. I found this. I found this on eBay, and I just kind of had to have it. And it was pretty cheap, and it matched the blackout that I have of his auto as well. So I wanted it, so I bought it. The dude that sent it to me also sent me a couple extra, like 4 or 5 extra Aaron Judge cards, which I thought was cool. One was numbered. It was like this year's Bowman. One was one of the Gypsy Queen cards. Really cool. Like, I don't know. I always like when people do that. It's a pretty cool touch. The next card is it's my biggest PC for baseball, easily, just because I tend to get fascinated with somebody or something. And you leaving, buddy? All right. You're not going to watch the game? All right. Well, I tend to get fascinated with somebody and kind of go all in. Now, that player for me is Tatis. My director and producer, my son, just left. So, and I put this one down on the list. This is my favorite parallel of any of the Topps Chrome stuff. I love them so much. The X-Fractors are so cool looking. And I had found a couple of them of different people. I have one of a Rosarena and other people, but I wanted it for Tatis. Well, they're expensive as hell, but they have been going down in price. And I ended up getting this at auction for a pretty freaking good deal. So, kind of scoop that up when I had the chance, because I don't know if they're going to be that cheap in about a month. So there's that one. But the biggest one for me and my collection, and something I've been transitioning more toward. Now, it goes along with some of my part of my other PC I'm big time into the Black history, athletes and stuff, like the history of Black athletes and stuff. So, and I just didn't own any Jackie Robinson cards other than like the reprint stuff from, you know, Topps flagship stuff, like any of that. Like I wanted an actual Jackie Robinson, and I probably could have got a higher grade one if I didn't buy these things, but that's my cross to bear. And so I saw this one, and I got it at auction again for a solid deal, I thought. It's not a high grade at all, but and it's just beautiful to me. Oh no, oh, the light. This card is, I want a 55 as well. That one's going to be my next route Jackie. But unless I strike gold, and then I can go buy like a 48 Bowman or whatever. Or 52 Topps, that'd be dope. Those ones are awesome too. But I cannot wait to display this in my PC. I've been reading a lot about Jackie, and some of the other greats like Bob Gibson and Kurt Flood. So, man, it's such a cool card for me. I was way happy to get it. So glad to add it to my PC. It's really funny to put all these cards together and stuff that you would PC, because there's a lot of striking differences to me. I'm just gonna put that. I'm not gonna put it straight. The first difference is, obviously, look how cards have changed over the years. I mean, you're talking about, this one's clear acetate. This one it's super shiny and pops at you, and this one looks super plain. So I showed these three to my sons and asked them, "Hey, son, like, which one do you like the best?" My younger son liked this one the best. My older son liked this one the best. And I was like, well, I like that one the best. So it kind of just shows the difference in, you know, and how you know, broad the hobby can be for anybody, you know. So I think it's really neat. Another cool feature I thought was they're all from the major grading companies. SGC is the one I prefer, just because I think that they're the best grading company. I love their tucks the best. Do I think that they could update a few things and do a few things? Sure. But that's the one I prefer. So a lot of my collection is revolved around them. PSA, if I find a card that I feel like is good, you know, and a good price at a PSA, whatever, I end up having a lot of 9s, because I just can't see buying a PSA 10 if it's a crazy price. Like the PSA 10 for these is like 5 times the price, and that's cool, and I get it, it's gonna be worth more someday. But for me in my collection, the 9 is just fine. Maybe someday I'll upgrade. But and then the PSA or BGS, I'm not a huge fan of BGS. However, I love the subgrades, and I mean, it's a mainstay in the hobby. So, and a 9.5 gem mint, I mean, you're talking about, it's the same as a PSA 10 or SGC 10, you know what I mean? So like, and for the price I got this, there's just no backing away from that. I feel like I got a really good price for all 3 of these. I don't know. Which one do you guys think is the best one? Comment. You know what I mean? Let me know. Yeah, well, thanks for watching. This is going to be something I try to do more regularly. Follow me on Instagram at Cards on Tap. I'm trying to, you know, like I said, this video was kind of a comedy of errors for me, because the Instagram thing wasn't going well, and the live thing didn't go well, and, you know, lighting and just everything. So, but it's cool though, because if I can figure this stuff out, make a little studio. My son, I asked him, we were talking the other day, and he said he wants to be a YouTuber for his job someday. And I was like, well, I've always talked about doing this YouTube stuff, and you know, maybe I can work out the kinks and then help him out. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you guys watching this video. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to watch in a video. I have a lot of ideas planned. This was just me trying to show off some stuff that I had recently got. And there goes my light. Look at that. That's because my fat foot unplugged it. Boom. Like I'm saying, comedy errors. I should get off before it gets any worse. Thanks again, everybody, and have a great weekend.